Welcome to Jonesin, where we go over trippy true crime and the drama that surrounds it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe.
All right, guys, I've been gone for a little over a week with the C virus. Let's check in on Betty and see what she's up to.
Do we want Bryan Kohberger to have a fair trial? Absolutely. It is imperative that Bryan Kohberger have a fair trial, but there is a balance, and these judges in Latah County aren't getting it. They're not getting it, and I think that their inexperience in this type of case, their uneducation in this type of case is really going to hinder them. It's really going to cause a lot of problems. This most likely will go to the Supreme Court because these judges are just being ridiculous. Oh, you need to calm down. You're just putting everything on the First Amendment. No, Judge, you're putting everything on the Second Amendment. That's the problem we're having. It's because everything you have got is so lopsided to this fair trial that you're acting like nobody else has rights in this case but Bryan Kohberger, and that's where we disagree, Your Honor. That is exactly where we disagree, Your Honor. When you're pointing...
Betty, do you think that the judge is watching you? Is that what's going on here? Is that why you keep talking to him? Listen, I feel like the judge can do what the fuck the judge wants to do. Maybe that's me being uneducated in the law, but who gives a fuck if they're withholding all the information? This just torques you up because you're so damn nosy. You want to know everything. I think it's great they've got such a strong gag order on this case. You're flipping your shit for nothing.
Finger at somebody else, just remember there are three pointing back at you, Your Honor. So let's find a happy balance that everybody can. Let's find a fair path forward for everybody under the law. Something that's not lopsided, something that preserves the First and the Sixth together as the law prescribes. And let's move on. Let's all get back to work.
Oh, hell. Let's all get back to work. I need to get back to work. I gotta be nosy rosy, trying to figure everything out so that I can tell my subscribers. Come on, man. Let them do what they want to do.
We all have a job to do. The courts need to do their job. The media needs to do their job.
The courts are doing their job. They're like, screw the media. I think it's so funny. They're just not clucking around with this media. They are not. And Bullhorn is triggered over it.
That's what needs to happen. So that's really it. That's really all of my commentary on
Look,
this.
Girl, you done worked up a sweat sitting here. Oh, let me get the screenshot. Look at that. Paul's game on fleek. You done got yourself so worked up over your sweat and shit.
I have been doing a lot of things long before ever debuting on YouTube 2 years ago. I have a lot of people that I've known. I have a lot of political capital. I've got a lot of stuff because I worked really, really hard to garner that. I've known a lot of news organizations and personalities long before I ever came to YouTube. I already had those connections long before I ever came to YouTube. And the media, mainstream media personnel that has been out to my events that weren't getting their stories because people weren't talking to them, who do you think they came to have those people open up? They walked over to me and said, look, these people aren't talking to me. I need some help. I've got to get this article done. And I would walk them around and introduce them to people. That's why I have respect for some of the people out there in mainstream media, is because I've helped them long before I was ever on YouTube. So while I
burn.
realize a lot of people don't know who I am, there are a lot of people that do and have known me for years. The legal minds out there that do this stuff can say that this stuff is overbroad. It is not reasonable. They are using the most extreme methods, and even their own statutes state they have to use the least restrictive method. Their own statute.
Listen, though, why does it bother you so much that they have such a strong hold on this gag order? Why does that affect you so much? Does knowing any of the information help anything? No, it's just because you're nosy as fuck, huh? Girl, get over it and just wait until the trial. Damn.
State that. And they refuse to do and apply that one major standard that their law is requiring. And I think that the legal professionals will agree with my assessment of this, at least in part.
Okay, so now we've moved on to phone calls.
Yes, William, how are you doing?
I'm well. Can we have a grown-up conversation without you hanging up on me?
No, we can't, because you are antagonistical. You are a gaslighting.
I wasn't. I have a simple question.
No, you don't. You have if you would like me to speak to you, first and foremost, you understand I'm one person, right? Yes or no?
I know
No,
you're one
if you want to talk to me, you're going to talk to me my way. Yes or no?
Okay,
I'm one person,
good.
right?
Yeah, good.
Okay. Do you cover true crime?
I do not.
You do not cover true crime. So why do
No.
you think it's okay for you to call into my show, ask me about what makes it a child that I cover? First of all, I don't cover just children. I cover crime. I cover political crime. I cover collusion. I cover corruption. I cover deaths. I cover missing people. It's not about children. But there's only
Am I going to be able to
time
ask my
in
question?
my day to cover these cases, and you, my friend, are not one of the people that I choose to associate.
What about the...
And actually, as a matter of fact, I'm trying to block this person's number, and I'm not sure why I can't. So we will go through here because I don't want to hear from them. Like, literally got nothing, absolutely nothing to say.
So apparently this is the same dude that called last time, was like, I'm just curious as to know, how do you choose the cases you choose? She flipped her clucking wig, man. So I guess he called in again today and she's just like done with it.
So we definitely know that was the glarer, William Lang.
Oh my God, I didn't even know that. Okay, so the glarer called a while back. He did a prank phone call and he wanted to know what made her choose, like what enticed her to choose specific cases. Oh my God, glarer, that didn't even sound like you. Oh my God, let's rewind.
Ask me about. Yes, William, how are you doing?
I'm well. Can we have a grown-up conversation without you hanging up on me?
No, we can't because you are antagonistical. You
That doesn't even sound like the glarer.
are a gaslighting.
I wasn't. I have a simple question.
No, you
for
don't. You
It's
have
complicated.
if you would like me to speak to you, first and foremost, you understand I'm one person, right? Yes or no?
I know
No,
you're one
if you
person.
want to talk to me, you're gonna talk to me my way. Yes or no?
Okay,
I'm one person,
Glarer, did you just wake up? Because that don't even sound like you, man.
right?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Do you cover true crime?
I do not.
You do not cover true crime. So why do
No.
you think it's okay for you to call into my show, ask me about what children, what makes it a child that I cover? First of all, I don't cover just children. I cover crime. I cover political crime. I cover collusion. I cover corruption. I cover deaths. I cover missing people. It's not about children. But there's only
Am I gonna be able to
time
ask my
I have in
question?
my day to cover these cases, and you, my
Okay.
friend, are not one of the people that I choose to associate.
What about the?
And actually, as a matter of fact, I'm trying to block this person's number.
Damn, glarer. Oh my God. Oh, I caught that in real time. That was fucking great. Oh, she is done with you, glarer.
Literally got nothing, absolutely nothing to say.
Triggered.
So we definitely know that was the glarer, William Lang. There we go. Gotcha. There we go. You are officially blocked. Don't call my number anymore. And I'm telling you, since you watched the show, that you don't want to call here anymore. Because now that you have heard me say I don't want contact with you, I don't want you calling me, I don't want you following me, I don't want you harassing me, I don't want you calling my show, you do it again. Now you're going from doing something that was unlawful to doing something, or that was lawful to doing something unlawful. Don't call me again. Don't contact me. I want nothing to do with you. Get it? Nothing to do with you. So we'll let that animal from Tennessee, nonetheless. Is it Tennessee or is it Georgia? It might be Georgia. Let's see who 402 is, or 412. It's for Pennsylvania. So it sounds like he probably just made a fake number. That's what it seems like to me because we were talking about PA.
Ah, triggered.
I don't think it's William Lang. I think it's probably somebody else. But either way, I don't really care who they are. I just don't want them calling me. So anyways, guys.
Damn, so she just blamed that on the glare and now she's saying she don't know if it was the glare. It didn't sound like the glare to me, but he could have just woke up or something. And also I have it on 1.5 speed, so fuck. Who was it? Who clucking called Betty? That is the new question of the day. Who called Betty? Who was that man? Was it the glarer? Was it William? Was it somebody else? We don't know. But she just made us think that it was the glarer, and now she's saying it might not have been. Who called Betty? Hashtag who called Betty?
That was interesting. It was fun. And we got a lot of great information on Brian Koberger. Now, I can't help the trolls that are seeking attention and things of that nature. You know, obviously, they obviously like Bullhorn Betty a lot, despite what they say, because actions speak louder than words, right? And they are constantly here every day making sure that I get my paycheck at the end of the month. So I do want to thank the haters for doing that.
Girl, let me just go on and say, I ain't been here for a little over a week. So this is my first time catching you live in a week. And it was so fucking worth it.
I also want to thank the haters for keeping it a little interesting. But I don't
You're
like
welcome.
you, and I want you to leave my channel and never come back.
All right, so what did we learn today? Absolutely nothing, except that Betty is still bitching about the gag order. She has been bitching about that gag order forever now. Outside of that, we have a mystery to solve. Was the glarer the one who actually called Bullhorn Betty? Y'all let me know.
Thanks for watching, y'all. I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Bye.